Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, my name is Julie. I like to talk about handbags here on this channel, and if you're not new and you're returning, thank you guys so much for joining me for another video. Today, this is just gonna be kind of a video that's a lot different than my others. Today I'm gonna talk about what the pros and the cons are of owning a canvas bag versus a leather bag versus a nylon bag. Those are basically the only three types of materials of bags that I own, and I just thought it was kind of fun. I got the thought because it's hot. It's like 90 degrees right now. We're in the middle of summer. You know, I think about what I want to carry a little bit more so, just more thoughtfully during the summertime, because I don't feel the most comfortable in this month. Truly, I am more of like a winter, cooler temperature type of a person. But let's go ahead and just go over some of the pros and the cons of leather versus canvas versus coated canvas versus nylon, and kind of what my thoughts are about each material. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and just get started first with leather. I'm just gonna give you guys some examples of the different leathers that I have. I mean, leather runs the full gamut from like patent vernis leather to just pebbled leather to smooth leather. I mean, there are so many different types of leathers, it's not even funny. So I'll just start out right now with just talking a little bit about like Florentine leather, let's just say as an example. So with Dooney and Burke, they make a line called Florentine leather. It is absolutely beautiful. It's all vegetable tanned leather. It's very thick and it's just scrumptious. It comes in different textures actually, and it's just nice. Like whenever you get a scratch on it, you can just basically take your oils of your fingers and you can rub it out. Now, I will just say for leather, what I love about it is, to me, it's just a very luxurious material to ever have a handbag in. Leather usually, like with Louis Vuitton, would cost more, and I think that's still the case. I haven't shopped Louis Vuitton that much, versus like their coated canvas monogram or Azura print. A lot of times their leather pieces were a little bit higher of a premium, simply because you're dealing with animal skin and more of a process. But with like Coach, I know a lot of times their leather and their canvas pieces can be about the same cost a lot of times, and they don't vary in price that much. So, but no, I just love leather the most. It has, I mean, obviously the nice leather smell to it. And yeah, it's just very hard wearing as a material. This is another example of a leather bag. It's the Coach Napa leather, and this is much softer. This is almost kind of like a lambskin leather feeling. And it's a little bit more delicate, I will say. So you can go anywhere from having a hard wearing Dooney and Burke to a soft, scratchable, almost pierceable in a way, if that makes sense, material with Napa leather. And then you also have like a full force pebbled leather material with the Marc Jacobs, the tote bag here that I'm showing just in this example. Like, as far as leather goes, durability, these are pretty rock solid in a way. I know Saffiano leather can be really hard wearing. Now, on a con level with leather, sometimes they can be a little bit too hot to wear up against your body whenever it's like the heat of the summer, for instance. But I mean, there's really not many cons when it comes to actual real leather bags, in my opinion. But yeah, I just feel like they are kind of it's my favorite material. It's the material that I really have the most of in my collection, is leather bags. But no, I just find that it's just more of a luxurious look to me. And I'm just trying to think of other positives about leather. I mean, you just can't go wrong with a good hardy leather bag. A lot of times leather will break in a little bit more, get softer with time, as opposed to like nylon or coated canvas. This is the epitome of, you know, a bag that's gonna mold to your body a lot of times. But no, I just really find that leather is definitely up there for the best material. I will mention to you though that as a con, leather can be heavy. So especially Dooney and Burke bags that are leather, these can be very heavy. It's just comes with the territory that it is, you know, a thicker material, and it's just heavy. And especially Dooney, this is heavy. It just does depend upon the construction because this is not that heavy. However, if this bag was in like the canvas material, it would be lighter, I would say. So, because Marc Jacobs and tote bags do come in many different types of materials, one being canvas and jacquard, and I would have to say that those would be a lighter option than their leather tote bags. So, yep, definitely a con just to watch out for. That leather's gonna be more heavier. I mean, that's kind of a no-brainer. Okay, we're gonna move right ahead to what I feel about canvas and coated canvas. So I'm gonna kind of block these two together. So I recently purchased this large Coach Rowan. This is in the Coach coated canvas, and I just love the lightweightness of this bag. And I feel like this starts out already light, and then whenever you put your items inside, it's basically the weight of the items that is gonna end up being the weight of the bag. What else is really great about canvas, coated canvas specifically, is it's pretty durable. I mean, we're talking very durable in my opinion. It is more water resistant than leather. Sometimes leather can get water spots on it. With coated canvas, water can just dribble right off. So these make great like storm bags, or if it's just gonna be a rainy week and I just wanna stay in my coated canvas bag, this is such a good option. But no, I just feel like the canvas material, especially on this bag in particular, is super soft. I do find that it's super soft to the touch, and it's just really, really nice. Very more like casual vibes in a way. This is another example of one of my canvas bags, but this is in a jacquard canvas material. And I really love the size of this bag because it holds like my laptop in it. If I were to get this one in the leather, it would be much heavier. So in my opinion, I like Marc Jacobs, the tote bags, mediums and larges in either the jacquard canvas or the regular canvas. But yeah, this is absolutely just kind of an overview of how I feel about canvas. It is, as a con, to me, a little bit more casual, just depending upon the brand, the bag, everything like that. But that's just kind of my feel. I feel like leather is more luxe. This is more casual. Some people view coated canvas as a little cheap, which you can get that perception from anything, but I don't feel like that at all, personally. I just feel like it's just another material of a bag. But no, I like these bags right now because it's hot and it doesn't feel too hot up against my body whenever I'm carrying it. Like this bag, if I'm ever out and about, this does not feel that hot to me. Whereas if I was wearing like my leather hobo, that might feel sticky and hot in this humidity that we're having. So yeah, this is just kind of my ideas about canvas. It's just durable, hard wearing, more casual, all those things basically. Last but not least, we have nylon material. And what can I say? I've had a huge affinity for Longchamp many years ago, and I had like 16 Le Pliage bags and sold basically everything. I'm down to like this one, my ocean one, and my red backpack, and then a few of the larges. But I just feel like Longchamp makes some killer nylon. They make great nylon. I've heard wonderful things about like Prada nylon, of course, if you're gonna spend a little bit extra for those bags. Who else makes really good nylon? I'm just drawing a blank right now, but the benefits of nylon, again, I feel like water repels a lot like really, really well off of nylon bags. So again, a really good like rainy day bag is Longchamp. You just don't have to worry so much about these. Say for instance, if you're traveling, the traveling aspect with a nylon bag is so nice. You don't have to worry about scratches on the leather or anything like that. But yeah, I just feel like this bag too, to the touch, is so cool, fantastic for the summer months, the heat, and there's a lot of pros to just nylon. And depending upon the bag, depending upon the style, I think it can go dressy or casual, but I'm gonna lean a little bit more casual when it comes to nylon, because especially like, say for instance, like the Lululemon belt bag, for instance, that's totally casual. Like you can't really wear that to like a formal event or anything like that. But maybe the reissue by Prada could be definitely more dressed up, you know, with a cute outfit. And I think this is a little bit more on the casual spectrum. But yeah, I feel like nylon, again, I think it's just more like the durability aspect over leather. Sounds really nice, feels really good. These can just be like packed up too. Any nylon bag is really good for travel, in my opinion. You can tuck anything away in a suitcase because everything can squish down and get a little bit more smaller when it comes to packing a nylon bag. So yeah, you can't really do that. You can't squish a leather bag down so much unless it's already flat as a style. But so I don't know. This was just a really fast video just to get my thoughts about the different materials. So are you guys a fan of coated canvas? Are you a fan of leather bags, or are you more of a fan of nylon bags? I think it's fun to have a mix of all of them, and just, again, they have all their different pros, cons, and everything about them. And yeah, I mean, it's so fun to just pick out all these different bag styles that we like. There's so many good ones out there, you guys. My dog wants to join the video with us. So that's all I got for us tonight. Have a great rest of your weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.